So the conversations we will have when we go back home are, if someone needs a doctor, they get seen that day. If somebody needs to see a cancer specialist, they could get seen within a couple of days.
You can walk down the streets any time of the day and night.
Get any...
Feel completely safe.
What's something that you've seen in China that you wish you had in the UK?
Clean streets. I really like the cleanliness.
The subway being so clean. The price of stuff. The price of stuff. We're going to be going back and doing a food shop next Friday that will happily, easily cost me £200.
In the UK, can shops just have all their stuff laid out like this?
Steal it.
People will what?
Come past and steal it.
Really? Do the police not do anything?
There aren't any.
There aren't any. Where are they?
Feels clean and lovely, this does.
What does?
This whole place.
Does it surprise you how few guards there are and all the products are just left out?
Yeah, it does.
I heard that in America they have to lock up toothpaste. Is that true?
In some places in England now, toothpaste and deodorant, because it's so expensive, will have the
That's insane.
no,
There's
in cases.
a nicer Starbucks to sit inside over here.
Down here.
There's lots more seats over there. Yeah, we'll go check it out.
Yeah.
They're in cases.
Yeah, if you
Plastic cases, you have to take it to a counter. It's that bad in England now, Harvey.
razor blades, toothpaste.
It's dreadful.
terrible.
We can't tell you what we're living through.
It's terrible.
Do you know it's
So
£7 for the pack?
it's £7 for a pack of butter.
£7 for a pack of butter.
Is
If you go into a little Tesco's
Yeah.
and you buy sort of nice bacon, or
Steak.
it will have one of the security tags on that they have to take off at the checkout.
What's
insane.
this?
Yeah, we'll go to that shopping mall in a minute. You sit down and have a coffee first. So
These plastic cases have got things like steak in. They've got things like toothpaste.
You know the ones that you get in the
Deodorant.
UK if you bought
so what happens if you're caught stealing from Tesco?
Nothing. They can't touch you.
under 200 quid?
Under 200, so it's decriminalised.
So they
So there's no incentive not to steal,
So there are
other than being
gangs-
morally
there
a
are
good
gangs
person.
of children in London going up. I watched a reel this morning. Took a man's phone as he was jogging along by the park. There's nothing he could do.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
State of the UK.
Our
not good
lives
right
are
now.
ruined.
Well, your life's not ruined. Let's not go that far.
So do you not have shoplifters here?
I've never seen someone shoplift. No. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I mean, it probably, well, it might do, but things are pretty cheap, aren't they? Like everyday goods are pretty cheap. For some people, they won't be cheap, but I guess I personally haven't seen any shoplifting. Maybe it happens in the smaller cities, but really.
Well, I'll tell you what we've got going on now. You'll see it. You'll see it on reels. This is a thing that's going on a lot. People, and it can be older homeless people or young gangs, are going into any supermarket and just literally filming themselves taking stuff like this off the shelves whilst the staff stand there, because the staff aren't allowed to. Yeah, they can't stop them, and so they're just taking stuff. That's the thing at the moment. Not where we live, obviously, because we live.
No one stops them.
Well, they can't.
Because
They're
we
not
live in
allowed
what?
to. Because it doesn't happen where we are, because we live in Cotswolds.
So shoplifting is a bit of a thing in the UK at the moment.
Yeah, but it doesn't help that a lump of cheese is £7. So if people are desperate, they're more likely to take desperate measures.
Yeah, no one's putting sliced cheese on their sandwiches anymore.
Everyone's using grated half. It's great. We've all gone grated. £100 to fill up your car because of Russia. What's Russia done now?
So how much is it to fill up your car?
How much to fill up yours?
I can tell you how much it costs to fill both. So your mum's petrol VW Golf is £68 to fill it
And how much
on average.
Okay, like yours?
My Mercedes is 120.
£120 for a full
Diesel.
tank. So how much is it per litre?
At the moment, 149.
It goes up and down. It's around about 140. at the moment. It's expensive to fill up a car with petrol or diesel. Road tax is expensive and getting more expensive dramatically in the UK.
So you don't see young girls and boys being miscarriages here, do you? Like you don't see teen mums.
No, of course not.
But you don't get any of that here, where there's like no. And that's because the girls and the boys respect themselves.
They respect themselves, but also they'd feel shameful, I guess.
Yeah.
To act
Absolutely.
in that way.
Yeah.
There's also just no culture of it. Like
Yeah.
their friends aren't doing it, so to be honest, most people won't have a boyfriend or girlfriend until they're a serious boyfriend or girlfriend until they're 20, 21. You know?
What age is
University, the dormitories are gender segregated. Parents don't allow you to have a relationship, you know?
So when Dor was in England, did her parents know that she was with you?
No.
No.
They knew that she had a friend.
But
in
not
the UK.
that. So loose lips.
What's something that you've seen in China that you wish that you had in the UK?
Clean streets. I
streets.
really like the cleanliness.
The subway, basically. The price of stuff. The price of stuff. We're going to be going back and doing a food shop next Friday that will happily, easily cost me £200.
For how long? For a week?
2 weeks. Staples will last 2 weeks. No, but things like it's gonna be toilet paper, kitchen roll, those kind of things. They last us about 2 weeks on average. But then the other things are weekly, daily.
It's about 2,400 a month for us to live. Not food, no, for everything.
So the cost of living for everything.
About 2,400.
No, I was just saying one of the things we talk about a lot is if the system in the UK is very much that everyone has to go to work. Yeah. However,
If you go to work, they help you.
yeah. However, there's always a however. If you, especially a woman, if you go to work and you receive any benefits at all to assist you with the children, you lose all those benefits by going to work.
Yeah.
So I've had staff who worked for me in the past who've said to me, that pay rise that you've got for me, I can't have it because if you give me the pay rise, it outweighs the benefits I got and I literally have to stop working. So you have staff come to you and say, instead of me having a pay rise, can you pay me the same and can I work less hours? So effectively it's a pay rise, but with no more money.
It's a messed up system.
Yeah.
Really messed up.
However, there will be a lot of countries that will say, yeah, but you're lucky to have that.
You're lucky to have it.
System.
Yeah, I think we're in an odd situation at the moment. It's not down to one particular government or one particular party. It's just a situation that's been around for about 25, 30 years. It's got to a sort of a breaking point now. With whatever government is running the show at that time, all they're doing is moving deck chairs around for 4 years, and then the next government sort of still moving deck chairs around for 4 years because nothing has particularly changed. The name of the benefit will change and how you receive it will change, but it still means that if you go to work, you're encouraged to go to work, but if you go to work, what you're losing is more than you're gaining potentially.
Do women get help? Well, not women, but do people get help with childcare costs here? Like nursery bills. So say they're working full
I
time.
don't believe so, but you can. I think there are public nurseries, public schools that are very cheap.
Yeah, they're probably not very good, are they?
Actually, the public schools in China, like the public, I might be wrong here, this is what I've heard. Public middle schools and high schools are the best ones. They're better than private. And everyone really tries to compete to get into these. But you need to be an outstanding student to even, be thought of to go to these government public high schools.
So are the most of the... So if you were doing well for yourself, you'd be sending your child to a school where you paid for them to go?
You pay for all the schools.
What, even the public school?
But the public schools, I think, as far as my knowledge goes. You pay for all the schools, but the public schools, they're not expensive. They'd be like maybe $100 a month or something in China.
Oh, right.
So it's not, you know, a big cost,
Yeah.
but you still would have to pay. So why do you think that why do you think that China can offer all of these low prices for food, energy, and the UK can't?
I don't know.
What do you think the reasoning is behind that?
I think the problem.
Oh, is it because they're not trying to make money out off of it?
Yeah, you talked about sort of things being organised centrally. That is something the UK is now moving back towards. You had the nationalisation after the Second World War, and then you had privatisation in the early 80s. Now we're moving back to nationalisation, but it's costing so much money. But the whichever government it is, there's no choice because the train companies are going bust.
Yeah.
The school academies are going bust. The utility companies, Thames Water, every year has a fine of something like £200 million.
Pumping
Yeah, they are.
waste
They are.
into the rivers.
There's water literally jetting out the ground,
They
and
are.
then you'll see on the news they've just had a fine of £20 million, but to fix that problem will cost them 10 times that, so they pay the £20 million.
You know.
It's easy to say it's a Conservative government or a Labour government or whatever. I think the problem is more sort of global than that. It's a problem that we've arrived at after 40 years of pottering along, and whatever we've done, because there've just been little changes, we've still ended up in the same place, and now it's sort of we're all paying the price for it, and then these guys are going to have to deal with it for the next 20 years. But I think unless something happens where, sort of parties unify and work together and say, we're not going to try and say you're rubbish and we're better, and then what's going to happen is in 4 years' time you're going to say everything we do is rubbish.
Do you think China's system is the way forward?
When you say China's system,
Having one centralised party, everyone works together, go down the same route.
I don't know enough about it to say. I don't know enough.
I think there's benefits to both systems.
We don't know enough about it to say, in honesty.
And I think if you're in any one system, from our point of view, the way the UK works at the moment, it's just infighting and bickering. And from our point of view as consumers of that, nothing seems to be resolved, and yet we're still paying money all the time for things. If you are in maybe a sort of a communist country or socialist country where everything is organised more centrally, I think there are certain benefits to that. There are other things that aren't so good, perhaps, or so positive, but that's the same. And then you've got countries that have found out a happy balance. I don't think the UK has got a happy balance at the moment.
Yeah, you could say, so for what we know, which is limited, from what we've seen. So the conversations we will have when we go back home are, if someone needs a doctor, they get seen that day. If somebody needs to see a cancer specialist, they could get seen within a couple of days.
You can walk down the streets any time of the day and night,
get any,
feel completely safe.
yeah. Or if you wanted to access dentistry or
All those things, yeah.
Okay, everything's easy accessible. It's safe. The massive difference that I would go back and talk about is having to raise young girls and seeing what can go very wrong very easily. I would happily raise these girls here knowing that they're not going to be objectified, they're going to be safe, they could walk home from school, they could walk out at night. We don't have that, and that shouldn't be a luxury. That should be children should be allowed to be children.
Yeah.
In whatever country they live. It shouldn't be anything to do with anything else.
I completely agree.
Where we are, there are disgusting people doing disgusting things because they feel that they can, because it's highly unlikely that the police will prosecute. Okay, so where we live, 2% of rapes get prosecuted. 2%. So I would like to say that we live somewhere where there wasn't any rapes. Do they have that crime here?
Obviously not as much.
So this is why women don't come forward. 2%. I mean, my God.
The
So-
CPS won't even
Look at it,
usually.
because the likelihood of getting a prosecution is so slim.
But even looking at a case costs
So
tens
you
of
could be a
thousands.
female here and have a different life than you could if you were a female in the UK.
Another thing as well is the return on investment you get paying your taxes here, as opposed to paying taxes in the UK. Like here, obviously, all the parks are well maintained, all the roads are like streets are completely clean.
Yeah.
Public services like just work. You get the amazing transport links that you have here.
Amazing what?
Transport links that
Yeah.
you have here. Like trying to catch a train in the UK is
Yeah.
it's soul destroying.
Well, look at the size of our town and we haven't got a train.
Yeah. Well, Oxford obviously has a train, but
Yeah, you go to Parkway, but even then when
Yeah, but you've got to drive 40 minutes to get to it. We should be able to walk to a
we went to
station.
London last year, Harvey and Dawn, we got on the train and it wasn't particularly clean. And that was like the first train on the bank holiday morning. It should have arrived clean.
So any of your friends that are here and are used to the transport links here would not believe this statement. So for me to get to Brighton, I would have to either go to Reading by train and get on there. I've done it before.
So you have to go to Oxford, get to Oxford somehow.
Then go to Reading, then go down to Brighton. I've done it before. Or you would have to go into London, then back out of London, because there is no train link to Brighton, which is one of our major holiday hotspots. It's one of our major cities.
And it would probably take you all day.
Yeah.
And it would cost you about £100 per person.
Yeah.
never seen anything like what?
I've never seen an intersection like that before in my life. There's 9 crossings and you just dragging us across.
But you can cross diagonally. There's a very famous one in Japan in the centre, isn't there? That's-
Yeah, should be.
People just go across the road.
That's some house. That's another level. Mental.
I like this building over here. This
It's got a
one.
bit of Art Deco about it.
It's very, very nice.
The long windows and the curved balcony.
It's crazy though how many shopping malls are like here. So that's a shopping mall.
That's a shopping
That's a shopping mall.
That's where Tom's having his massage.
That's a shopping mall. There's a shopping mall behind that, and then there's another shopping mall here. And obviously all underground as well. It's pretty much.
I like the way that the ladies here are very elegant.
You like the style?
I love the style. It's very tasteful. What's the best time of year climate-wise? Where
For
would
me?
you like autumn?
For me, I like autumn. November, some of October, November, when it starts to get around 20 to 25
Yeah.
every day, you know, it's relatively dry, no rain. It's pretty comfortable. But yeah, summer is just too hot, far too hot. Are people a lot thinner here?
Huh?
Are people, have you noticed a difference in,
Yeah, like I've seen
let's go this way.
quite a few what we would call obese children, but not so many obese adults. And I get the feeling that's because the grandparents feed the kids up because they're with the grandparents a lot.
So relative to, compared to the UK?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of obesity in the UK, as you're aware. Because there is a lot of poor quality food.